I know you love the Nintendo Switch, but if you're like me, you are a little bit sick of the Joy-Con situation. They're too small if you've got giant hands like myself, and really they can be uncomfortable on long gaming sessions. And that's why I'm throwing away my Joy-Con and using these. This is the Stellar T5 from QRD. They sent me a pair of these Joy-Con replacements to review on the channel. And as you all know, this will be my thoughts. No bias or anything here. I'm giving you my honest opinion on these controllers. And after a week of playing around with them, I'm here to tell you that these are my new go-to for playing my Switch in handheld mode. So let's take a look at them, and I'm going to go over a few different features and things that we have on the controller and why I'm enjoying them so much. And let's start off at the most important thing, the joysticks. We all know Switch has had drift issues with their Joy-Con and problems, and the main best way of solving this is Hall effect sticks, and the QRD controller has this. And this is awesome. No more drifting, no more worrying about that. I love the overall look of the controller as well. It's got this translucent kind of see-through top, which is really cool. And you can put it in this little adapter and use it as a standalone controller, turns it into a full-fledged controller, or you can obviously take these off and use them as your Joy-Con. In terms of the look as well, that translucent shell works really well because we have 8 different colors on LEDs here. You can have a mixture of colors or you can have individual colors. There's some extra functionality that you won't get on the original Joy-Con as well included within this controller. They have macro back keys, which is awesome if you're into first-person shooters or playing Splatoon or Fortnite. You can use these to map to your jump button, so you no longer have to take your thumb off the right-hand stick. And the controller also has a turbo functionality, so if you're hunting down something, an achievement in a game, you can always look to turn the turbo functionality on to give you that extra little bit of help. The D-pad itself is awesome as well. It comes with 2 different types of D-pad, so I'll show you this one first of all. We've got this kind of rocker type of D-pad. It's a bit like the one on the Xbox at the moment. The actual D-pad itself is inside this little concave compartment in the controller, and it means you can just put your thumb in there and really move that around. It almost feels like actually having another joystick rather than the D-pad itself with this attached. Really, really cool, and I really enjoyed playing with this one. There is a standard D-pad as well. This is really nice, really clicky, it works really well. I tested this out on a couple of 2D side-scroller games on the Nintendo Switch Online, and they all worked really well. No extra movements or field inputs, and it was really nice to rock this one around as well. In terms of the face buttons, they've got a nice click, a nice tactile feel to them, really nice. But the buttons I love the most on this are the shoulder buttons. So your left and right bumper and your left and right trigger. Obviously we know Switch has digital inputs instead of the more analog inputs, and they work really well here because they're so clicky. And I said about this being a great controller for first-person shooters due to the programmable buttons on the back, but the triggers themselves, they've got this really nice satisfying click to them. And as you can see here, you can click so fast. You can get off so many rounds of ammunition with these without having to really move your finger a great deal. So you're going to be really looking to get these if you're a fan of first-person shooters. And some of the little details are really great. So showing you around the controller here, you obviously have your charging ports and things there. But as you can see, there's this little flat section on the back, and they've designed it in such a way where that is flat, not so much for the comfort in your hand, because I was wondering why is this little flat bit here, and then I realized it's for setting this controller upright, so you can obviously have it standing in display beside your console if you're using this as a standard controller, which is really neat. So in summary, what are we looking at here? Well, the QRD Stellar T5 is really a stellar controller. I've had lots of different Joy-Con replacements, and this is one of my favorite. It beats out the like of the Switch Pad Pro because it comes with some extra features that one doesn't come with, and I actually feel this is more comfortable in the hand. It's got that really nice rubberized texture on the back. It makes holding on to this one really feel like a full-scale proper controller. It's so nice in your hands. If you're like me and you've got a bit bigger hands, the Switch has always felt a little bit uncomfortable. This is the controller to go for. It's packed with a load of different features, anything that you could basically need. Having those extra LEDs in there are just a stylish and cool way to make the experience a little bit more unique. It is really great, and I want to thank QRD for sending this one over to me. I've left a link for this in the description below, so if this looks like something you'd be interested in, definitely take my word for it, check out the website and pick one of these up. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.